Hey, Shawanda. Happy Monday. Shawanda, I thought it was Tuesday for a second. I thought it was Tuesday, girl, for a second. Today is the 16th, y'all. The 16th. 9 more days. 9 more days until Christmas. And then all of this shopping, all of the extra cooking. I won't say all of the cooking, but all of the extra cooking, all of the extra window shopping, online shopping, in-store purchases. It'll be over with for a little while. But listen, some people shop all the time, so shopping at Christmas time is just extra. It's just considered extra shopping time. Or extra shopping opportunities. Extra shopping opportunities. Happy Monday. Happy money making and money saving Monday. So listen, if you're making your money, you can make it, save it, spend it, whatever you want to do. Are you making it and saving it right now during the holiday season? Or are you making it and spending it? Which one are you doing? Listen, it's okay to do both. You make it and you spend it, right? Some things you have to spend it on. The necessities, the essentials, you have to. And some things you choose to spend it on. The comfort things, the fun things, the treats, when you decide to treat yourself, all of that, you choose to spend it on those things. Right? Some things you have to spend your money on, and some things you choose to spend your money on. So during this holiday season, as you make your money, are you spending more money? Are you saving more money? Or are you about the same? Are you about the same? Like, are you just spending as much as you would usually spend any other day, any other time? Or are you spending a little bit more? Are you saving more? Right? Some people, they take this opportunity to save more money. Just because it's the holidays don't mean you have to spend all your money, right? Or doesn't mean you have to spend any money. Because it's just up to you, up to what you're used to, and however you want to do it. Just make sure that whatever you do, when it comes to your money-making opportunities, your money-making responsibilities, because we got responsibilities that cause us to get up and get out and make money, right? That you're doing so in a way that's conducive to your productivity, all right? Make sure that you're spending the money on the necessities first, those essentials, those needed things, and then spend money on the things that you want, that you choose, right? What good is it in buying things that you want and you don't have a place to put them, or you don't have power to see them when they're inside the home? So just be careful. Whatever you do what you want to do. Spend how much you want to spend. Some people have good jobs, or they're just wealthy. They're just well off enough. Not necessarily even wealthy. They're just well off enough to be able to spend whatever they want to spend. And that's good, right? Don't let anybody tell you what to do with your money. And don't let anybody count your pockets for you, because people are good at counting other people's pockets. Right? Right. So during this holiday season, when you make your money, whether you're saving it or spending it, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Just make sure that you have your essentials, your necessities, your must-haves, the things that you really, really need, okay? Make sure that you have those things. You guys, look at my legs move. Look at my legs move. We're moving. We're moving with a purpose, okay? It's nothing. Look, listen, these little hills, they're kind of challenging, but they're challenging in a way that it's like it makes you just want to go ahead and get up it. Just kind of get up it, right? Just kind of get up it. We can jog a little bit sometimes, but y'all, it's hard to jog with this phone. I don't like the phone around my neck, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't. But we tackle the hills. We tackle the hills. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Tackle them, tackle them, tackle them. That make you want to go a little faster sometimes to get it out of the way. To get it out of the way. Look at the last move. I hope that motivates you to move. And remember, if you can walk and talk, that's a clear sign of your endurance, your fitness, your stamina. Okay? Good sign. But look, if you can't, that's okay too. That's good too. Some people choose not to talk. Some people, they just can't. And that's okay because they're focused on the true goal. The moving, the walking, the jogging, the running, whatever they're doing. That's the true goal. But over here in Lions Pride, we do this every day. Been doing this every day over 2 years. Okay? Walking and talking, walking and talking. Some days we don't talk as much. Some days we talk more. Some days we don't move as fast. Some days we move faster. But it's all about that what? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, health, and fitness. Your health and fitness are your wealth. Your health and fitness are your wealth. Remember, your health and fitness are your wealth. Stop being out here competing where you don't compare. Don't compete with your neighbor, okay? They may have been a track star, football player, basketball player. Just do what you can do. Do what you can do. Because that's what's going to work best for you. You want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Don't hurt your body out here trying to be and do what other people be and what you see them do, okay? Do you, be you. It's like it's hard for a lot of adults to do that. It's hard. You have conversations with some and then you find out just how hard it is for them to do that. You can't compete where you cannot compare. I can't compete with LeBron James on the basketball court, but I can hoop. So I'm satisfied with knowing that I can hoop. Okay. If I shoot 10, I'm going to probably make 8. If he shoots 10, he's going to probably shoot 10 and want to do 10 more. So you just don't compete where you compare, but just do what you can do. And improve on what you can do. Improve on what you can do. So yes, look at the last move. The arms are moving as well. You don't see the arms moving, but they're moving. I switch up. We hold the phone in the left hand, then we do the right hand. And sometimes we just move one arm the whole walk. But that's okay because it moved. It burned calories, okay? So even if your goal is not to lose weight, a lot of times your goal is just not to put extra weight on, right? So you want to keep moving consistently and be persistent about it, okay? Keep moving. We're going to do like 30 minutes today because I got started a little bit late today. Honestly, this is my usual time, but we've been going earlier, okay? We've been going a little bit earlier, so today we slid back and we're back kind of to the regular time. But as you know, it's getting dark earlier, so we got to get out here a little bit earlier. Sometimes I do the walks at night, but when I do the walks at night, I usually don't go live. I might start going live then too. Now just watch. Just wait. Y'all heard what I said. Just wait. Just watch. It's going to be the ones you least expect and the ones you expect. And some of the ones that you thought you could least expect, you can expect the most from them too. You can expect the most from them too. They have a conversation with you. Next thing you know, you can't expect any more from them either. So just do you, be you. And remember, imitation is not a form of flattery in all cases. It's really not. Most people are often imitated, never duplicated. So you gotta leave those imitations where they are. It's just do you. Do you. That comes to everything that you do in life. Everything that you do in life. There are some things we want to be similar. We're like-minded. But there are some things we're just like, we want to own our own. Own your own. Be you. Do things your way. It can be the same thing. Just do it your way. Put a spin on it. Don't just sit there and buy a Tesla because your neighbor bought one. Same color. Maybe a year difference. And some won't even buy the current year. If you have the previous year or two, they'll get the exact same model. Unreal. Unreal but real. See, when the traffic picks up, you keep moving. When the traffic picks up, you keep moving. Move those legs. Move those legs. You got a slight march going on. You march and you get back started. Or you give yourself a little resistance and you get on the grass. You get on the grass. It's kind of like, think of it like running on the beach, walking on the beach. If you're strolling, the beach is okay. But if you're kind of jogging, you're getting a little bit more resistance due to the sand. So when you're on grass, especially soft grass, that's kind of, it's not really thick. It's just a thin layer of grass. You're going to meet more resistance. Use that resistance to your advantage. Use that resistance to your advantage. It's going to make you stronger, right? It's going to push you to go a little bit harder. Just like you use the hills, the incline, okay? The decline, going down the hill is easy. Going downward is easy. But use that incline. Use the incline to your advantage. Take note. You got your pencil, you got your paper. You 2 or 3 yard trip. Y'all, they know who I'm talking to. But back to our conversation at hand. I hope that you guys are looking at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Okay, for me, working out is like eating, right? My warm-up is my appetizer. My workout is my entree, and my cool-down is my dessert. And I come on here most days, a lot of times 7 days a week, sometimes 5, 6. We usually try to get 5, at least. Strive for 5. Strive for 5. That way, if you miss a day or two, you at least get 3, 2 or 3. That is the bare minimum. If you're just starting, listen, your bare minimum, it's okay to be 1 day. If you haven't been walking or doing some type of cardiovascular aerobic activity, 1 day is good. It's a start, okay? One day is good because it's a start. Now, the goal is to get up to 2, then 3, and then you go from there. You go from there. 3 may be enough for you, but also incorporate some resistance training, some weight resistance training in that, okay? 4 days a week for those who really, truly are dedicated and love to work out, right? But some people only do 2 days a week for various reasons. Maybe time constraints. Maybe they're just getting started and they're going to see how it goes. They're going to see what the results of doing a 2-day workout will be for them in about a month to 2 months time. And they may be good with that. Or they may increase it. Everybody's body is different. There are some of us who have similarities, but everybody's body is different. Even those that you're similar with or to, you never know what change will happen. You may be going 5 days strong, and all of a sudden that person just decides they want to do 7 for whatever reason, or 3 for whatever reason. So look at the legs move, look at the feet and legs move. Keep them moving. Keep them moving. And remember, before and after, what do we want to do? We want to stretch before and after. And if necessary, if those muscles tighten up, those joints feel a little funny, a little funny, fit in a couple of stretches throughout your workout. Fit in a couple of stretches throughout the workout, okay? Because a lot of times that lactic acid gets to building up during your workout. And you just like, your muscles need a stretch, okay? They need that extra stretch. There's nothing wrong with that. Provide it. Do it. Do it. Make sure, even though it is officially fall, almost winter, please make sure that you are still getting enough water, okay? Enough water. Unless you have some type of fluid restrictions, usually about 6 to 8 cups a day, depending on your job. Some people, depending on your weight, some people need more. Some people may need a little less, depending on their fitness level, depending on their health status, and all of those things. So when it comes to drinking water, yes, we promote drinking water, but a lot of times you have to be mindful of your health situation, right? Your health status when it comes to water. Water is that essential nutrient, but sometimes even water has to be in moderation due to various health conditions. So if you're an average person, no issues that restrict you from water, make sure that you are still getting enough water, even during this time of the year. Your tissues need them, your cells need that water, your joints need that lubrication. Helps that body to, your body creates synovial fluid. It uses water for that. Your water is used in the transportation of your blood throughout your body. All right? The transportation of lymph throughout your body. So make sure that you're getting plenty of water. And you can look it up if you want to go do so by weight. But always, what do? Before doing anything, when it comes to exercising and knowing what you should do for your body, contact, because I'm sure you are getting your regular physicals and checkups, right, aren't you? Right. Contact your primary health care provider. Contact him or her, their nurse practitioner, their physician assistant. Listen, if you can't get them, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, especially if you've had an injury in the past, your nutritionist, your dietitian, your specialty doctors, right? And they will help you. They will help you. They know your status. And if they don't, they'll get to know it. They're your healthcare team. They're an atom. They form a circle around you, which is the atom. You are the nucleus. You're the most important part. And you have to remember that. So having open lines of communication. Is my shoestring loose? It is. But look, it latched on to my ankle weight. So so we'll just let it ride. It latched on to the Velcro of the ankle weight. So we'll just let it ride. My shoestring came loose. I was about to say came apart. It had to come apart. But we're just going to let it hang on to that Velcro. For now, it's hanging on to the Velcro of the ankle weights. Use those ankle weights to create a little bit more resistance. Kind of like the resistance I talked about when you're walking on the beach. You're walking on a thin layer of grass. It creates a resistance. And that's good. It makes you work. It pushes you. You work harder. Your body works harder. What do I always say? You want to work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. And if you find that you are not having success anymore with your workout plan, regimen, routine, curriculum, if you want to call it that, make changes. Make some changes. Work on those same body parts, those same muscles, those same joints, but do something a little bit different. Shock your body in a good way, okay? A lot of times when they set up the exercise routine plan regimen for you, they give you certain things that you can do. They give you your list of exercises to do, how many sets, how many reps, right? And they also give you some alternatives in case they're a little bit much for you. Okay, sometimes you can use those alternatives just to change up the pace a little bit. So you can use them in case they're a bit much, your plan is a bit much, or you could just use them to kind of switch things up. Trick the body, right? Trick your body, work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. It's okay to trick the body, work the body, just make sure you don't hurt your body. When you start to do the same thing over and over and over, sometimes your body is saying, you're not tricking me. You're not tricking me. You're not providing me enough resistance. We need to do something else. We need to do something else. And it'll show you that because you'll stop seeing results. You'll stop seeing results. And even if weight loss isn't your result, the result you want to see, sometimes it's just being firmer, toner. That's what you want to see, right? So you're doing the same bicep curls, right? Same rows, working on that chest. Same exercises, working on those triceps. And you're still toned, but you want to be toner. You're not seeing more progress. That means you need to switch it up a little bit. Go into that vault of exercises that your doctor gave you, your nurse. And a lot of times it won't be the doctor. It could be your fitness coach, your weight training coach, right? A lot of times the doctors and nurses and the specialty doctors, the practitioners, they send you to people who specialize in training people. They send you to us and we give you a plan. We formulate a plan for you. All right. And of course, again, we give you we do an overall assessment and give you something to start out with as far as your full body workout routine, right? But we also give you a couple of extra exercises just in case the ones we ask you to start with don't seem to work for you. But we want you to start with what we give you. And we want you to be dedicated to doing those exercises before just saying that they don't work. Before you just tell us that they don't work. All right? We want you to be dedicated to trying them. And if it's something that you see on the list, in the plan, in the format, that you know off the top that you're not going to do, let us know so that we can give you something else to do. Don't even waste that time. Don't even waste that time. If you know you don't like to do squats at all, listen. We'll give you more exercises. We'll give you lunges. And if we've given you lunges and squats to start off, then we'll probably give you something on the floor, on the mat. Do different types of leg lifts. Leg lifts that will work on your quadriceps and your hamstrings. Okay? Because you want to remember, when you're working out, you should do all things evenly. If you work on your biceps and you never work on your triceps, when you start waving that arm, those triceps are still going to be flappy, right? So you got to work on your biceps and then you got to work on those triceps because they are the opposite to the biceps, right? If you work on these quads and you never work on these hams, you're going to be walking around with nice toned quadriceps and hamstrings that tighten up on you. They just look kind of blah. So you want to work the front and the back of every muscle group. Okay? Front and back. Or if you want to make it easier, just think opposites. If you're working on those biceps, you got to remember to do those triceps. If you're working on those quadriceps, you got to remember to do those hamstrings, okay? And look, sometimes you just got to fit your workout into your day-to-day activities. If you know you don't have time to work out for 30 minutes or an hour straight, listen. Do 12 squats, 10 to 12 squats every time you go to the restroom. You'll get 3 sets in, I promise you. Most of us go to the restroom, about 5 times a day, I'll say, maybe. You probably don't even really think about it, but you can figure it out. Usually once you get up in the morning, right? Late morning to mid-afternoon, late afternoon, maybe evening, early evening, maybe again around 7 or 8, and then again before you go to bed. You know, you can kind of figure it out. Most people go to the restroom maybe like 5 times, depending on how much you drink as well. You know, depending on the types of foods that you eat. You might be eating those foods that are basically 75% or more water, like cucumbers, fruit. So I'll say about 5 to 7 times maybe we go to the restroom. So if you can't just stop and carve out 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour of the day to do some resistance weight training, work on those quads when you go and use the restroom, right? Do you 10 to 12 repetitions of squats, lunges, right? Stop using that dishwasher. Hey, Spiky. What's going on, Spiky? Stop using that dishwasher. Stand up there at the sink. Wash those dishes. Come up on top on those toes and do you some calf raises. About 20 calf raises. All right? Extend that left leg backward. Get you some stretches in for those hamstrings. And before you finish, do you about 10 to 12 reps of leg curls to get those hamstrings. See? You got the quads when you're in the restroom. You got the hamstrings while you wash the dishes. And you also hit those calves. So figure out ways to incorporate exercise into your day-to-day activities, even if you don't have the time or you feel like you don't have the time, or maybe you don't want to take the time. Some people say that when they exercise, they look at the clock and they say 2 o'clock and they're going to exercise until 3. They say that makes it harder for them. So just find ways to incorporate it into your daily routine. When you pick up your kids from Pop Warner, football or whatever, basketball, cheerleader, all that stuff, while you're waiting, stand outside next to your car. Stretch those legs and do some calf raises. Do some leg curls. Do those squats. Do those lunges. Do some leg lifts. Take you a mat. Yep. Take you a yoga mat or something. Lay it down on the side of your car as you wait for your kid. You got on your workout clothes. They ain't gonna laugh at you. They're gonna think that you're dedicated. Lay on that mat and do some leg lifts. Put those knees together, those heels together. Keep the heels together. Put your band on or not. You don't really necessarily have to have a band. And do use some of those clams. So you can find ways to make it work. And then you got some people that just don't like to exercise, and that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. You don't have to really do any resistance weight training and all that. If you don't want to, you don't have to do any of it. But I strongly, strongly do encourage you to get some type of cardio aerobic activity in. Spiky said, hey, Spiky, happy holidays, Spiky. I don't know if you celebrate the holidays, but if you do, happy holidays. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. And in case you guys do get bored with your routine, change it up again, switch it up. Walk, skip, jog, run, skate, ride your bicycle around the neighborhood. Make sure if you're going to skate or ride that bike that you pad up. Helmet, shoulder pad, knee pad, elbow pads, okay? Okay, just in case. And this time of the year, you're going to probably have on long sleeves anyway. Just in case. Just in case. If you take a small tumble, you're covered up, okay? You're covered up. Hey, Mad Dog. Hey, Mad Dog No Good. Y'all please remember to check out Spiky, okay? Because Spiky has a channel. And definitely check out Mad Dog No Good because, look, she been bringing the heat on Sundays with the game days. So y'all please check out the content creators when they come through here. I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all make the live. I make the live. We make the live together. See, as content creators, we got to say we appreciate y'all. We got to appreciate all the subscribers that come through, all the other content creators that come through. Because you could be doing any and everything else. But if you stop out here and say hello to me, I appreciate you. The ones who don't say hello, I appreciate you. To the trolls, if y'all give a view, we're going to let you make it over here. Just don't be ugly and just don't be nasty. Because then we going to be like, bye. Bye. All right, bye. Because we ain't got time for that. So y'all, please, 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 check out Spiky. Spiky is a gamer. Spiky does different things. Spiky does different things. So check out. Mad Dog does commentary. Hilarious commentary. Okay? And what I really, really love is that she brings the positivity with the game night. Okay? You feel like you up in the club somewhere over there. Mad Dog make you feel like you up in the club. And I appreciate her. I appreciate her. Because that's what I always talk about over here, right? You don't get a lot of people to come see you if you're not doing a lot of drama. So please support positive content creators, okay? And even if you some of them seem like they're acting out of character sometimes, that's not always the case. Sometimes they're just responding, okay? You're welcome, Mad Dog. Sometimes they're just responding to some foolishness. Because what you got to do, you can turn your head and you can ignore things to a degree. But sometimes you got to stand on business, okay? Sometimes you got to just stand on your platform, okay? So, yes, I do like a little drama. I love it. But when it goes too far, it goes too far. I don't like that. You know, I like it when people can give can receive just as much as they give, right? And I like it when people stand up for themselves, okay? So people are entitled to stand up for themselves. Sometimes people just ignore. And you know, and that's honestly what our parents taught us to do, our mentors, our teachers, our grandparents, our aunties. But sometimes, y'all, people are just relentless. You know? Sometimes people are just relentless. And you may not give them as much as they give you back. You may not give them back as much as they give you. But when you give it back, you make up for old and new. Just make up for old and new, okay? Make up for old and new. Hey, April Showers. Hey, April. How you doing, April? How you doing, April? So we got 3 content creators in here. See, that's what I like. I like it like that. We ain't got time for no mess. We ain't got time for no drama. I just want y'all to come over here and think about moving. Move those legs. Move those arms. Okay, move with the purpose. Move with the purpose. When the traffic picks up a little bit, we just stop and we march. We stop and we march. So how you doing? April says, hello, everybody. Mad Dog came through. Shawanda Spicy. I said spicy. Lord have mercy. Spiky. Spiky came through. I appreciate you ladies so much. I can't believe I've been on here for 30 minutes. I was trying to keep it to 30 minutes today because I have been starting out a little bit earlier. But today I was running late. So we're out here and it's late, but that's okay. That is okay because we know where we are. All right? We know where we are and I know who's around. So you just keep moving. It's just that simple. Just keep moving. Y'all, I couldn't mute in time for that one because I was running my mouth. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They be looking at me like, you can go, you can go. And I be like, nah, we're going to let you go. We're going to let you go. We just going to march in place. So y'all remember, what did I do? I gave y'all I stopped at the bicycle. So what did I say? Walk, jog, skip, run, dance, skate, ride your bike around your neighborhood, ride your stationary bike, walk your treadmill, use your mini stepper. That's 10, y'all. Your elliptical, that's number 12. Okay? Walk in place, that's number 13. Did I skip a number? I feel like I just skipped a number, y'all. Get on the grass, get a little resistance. You got to watch your step in the grass, though, because, you know, people be walking their pets. And everybody don't clean up behind their pets like they're supposed to. They're supposed to, but they don't. Think about it like when you're on the beach, okay? When you're on the beach. That sand gives you a little resistance. When it rains, sometimes you can get on a thin layer of grass and it'll create a little resistance. It'll create a little bit of resistance. So yeah, it's been 35 minutes. I think I'm gonna do one more lap. And we'll see how long that one takes. Okay, yeah, I caught that one. So we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit, y'all. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit because we're doing one more. One more. Mad Dog, are you still in here? Mad Dog, no good. If you are still in here, or if you can still hear me, let me know. So listen, y'all. Again, it's the holiday season. We're talking about money making and money saving. I wanted to put more like money spending Monday, but the title was getting long because this is also my vlogging video. They said that your live can be your vlogging, so this is our vlogmas 16. Vlogmas day 16. Because I've been putting them in there anyway. When I don't do a little short video, we hashtag vlogmas day for the lives. So that's what we've been doing since it started. And I found out that that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, this will be, we walk sometimes at night because it feels so good outside after night falls. But I usually have a crew with me when I'm walking at night because I don't care where you are. When you're walking at night, you know, safety first all the time. Safety first all the time. But especially when you're walking at night. Especially when you're walking at night. Ladies and men. Ladies and men. Ladies and men. I know the men, y'all are strong. Y'all aren't afraid of anything. Guess what? The ladies are strong too. They're not afraid of anything either. But of course, we do know our limits. So everyone has to know their limits. If you're going to be out there, make sure that you're kind of, you know, with the crew or protected. With the crew or that you're protected. Okay? Especially, you know what time of year it is. You know what people are up to. So just make sure that you're as safe as possible. Okay, his wasn't too bad. It wasn't too loud. So we might get in at 45. We'll probably get right in at 45 minutes, and that's good. That's good. I say an hour on a live is great. 2 hours, that gets to be long, y'all. That gets to be long. But now if you're having fun, that's different. That's different. So just remember, y'all, I think I did, 12, 13 things to do. I forgot to say swimming, hiking, basketball, kickball. There are a lot of things to do in case you get bored, okay? With whatever you're doing right now for your cardiovascular and aerobic exercises, okay? So that cardiovascular, you know, that heart health, that aerobic, contributing to that heart and lung health, your overall health, it contributes to it all, okay? Okay? So just get up and move. Keep moving. We've been saying this for over 2 years. Keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. Consistently and be persistent about it. Make sure that you stretch before and after. And if your muscles start to tighten up, stretch during your routine, okay? Queen Beads 1, be blessed. Thank you, Queen Beads 1. You be blessed as well. Thank you for stopping by and leaving a comment. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So we got Queen Bees 1, April Showers, Mad Dog, Spiky, Shawanda. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in and being a part of my Let's Walk and Talk live today over in Lions Pride. Okay. And remember, I'm mostly a shorts channel. I do a variety of things. A lot of the food that you see me post, I don't eat it, okay? But somebody in the house is eating it. And a lot of it that I post, I do. We try to be as healthy as possible, okay? All right, perfect. By any stretch of the means with the diet. Because y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know me since I've been on here. I can ask you right now what's my favorite food. And if you don't know, don't hold it against you, but I'm just saying the OGs know. They know what my favorite dessert is, okay? They know what my favorite sweets are, okay? That is mint chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate chip cookies, as long as the texture is a good texture. Oh yeah. Mint chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream, a close second, and chocolate chip cookies. Y'all, I love chocolate, but I don't necessarily have to have like a full chocolate candy bar. But ice cream, cookies, those chocolate chips, they just do it, y'all. They do it. Queen Bee says, you're welcome. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And you're welcome to stop by anytime. We try to keep it positive and light over here, talking about health, fitness, adult conversations, laughing, encouraging, motivating you to get up and do things, but to be original about the things that you do, okay? To be careful with the things that you do. What do I say, y'all? You want to trick the body sometimes. When your body gets so used to you doing certain things, you want to trick the body. But make sure that you trick the body. You work the body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. All right? Make sure you don't hurt your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. And I'm not about to end the live just yet, but y'all know I'm going to go ahead and use the closing words that I always use. And y'all know what they are. Don't let bothered people bother you, okay? They will now. Don't get it wrong. We can say don't let them all day. But every day is a challenge that you never know when somebody's going to try to bother you, okay? And sometimes it works. But try your best that most of the time that you don't allow bothered people to bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out, okay? They're stressed. They may want to see somebody else stressed. And then again, they may not be stressed, but they just want to stress somebody else out. Don't let stressed people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't let bothered people stress you. Don't let bothered people bother you, right? And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, okay, in a place that's miserable, that's messy, malicious, GYGAG, grab your grip and go. All right? All right? If you find yourself in a misery spot, a place of misery, not meaning within yourself, but when you're in the grocery store, at school, at work, they don't want you to sit at the table with them. Now, we can take two approaches. We can say, this table is free. Everybody in this facility can sit at this table. So you can stand your ground that way. Or you can also stand your ground by getting up, going to a more pleasant table. Because if they don't want you there, you don't want to be there, okay? Sometimes it takes a little age for you to kind of start looking at things that way. Sometimes we're stubborn. And even our parents, some of the things they taught us, that's a free table. You're at school, you sit at that table if you want to. And that is truth. That is truth, right? That is the truth. But if you're going through it, if you're being bullied, or if they're just being nasty to you, listen, find your way to another table to keep your peace. Find your way to take yourself to another table in order to keep your peace. In order to keep the peace in general, but more so in order to keep your peace. Right? Sometimes that's just how you have to do it. Doesn't mean that you're afraid. Doesn't mean that they won and you lost. Anytime you keep your peace, you won. Anytime you keep your peace, you won. I promise you, anytime you keep your peace, you won. Sometimes winning the argument isn't always worth your peace. So if you can keep your peace on the outside to somebody else, maybe they won the argument, they won whatever they want to call it. And you may feel bad, you may be a little angry and upset. But if you can control getting angrier or even more upset, then you've won because you've kept your peace to a degree, right? I know, y'all, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. But just start trying to think of things that way. Because when you try to change your way of thinking like instantly, a lot of times it doesn't work. A lot of times it doesn't work. Unless it's something that really, really just hits you and you're like, yeah, that needs to stop. I need to change. I need to do that. But sometimes if you're trying to change instantly, sometimes it doesn't work. A lot of times, instant change is possible, but a lot of times change is a work in progress. It's a working progress, and you are a work in progress. So you have to remember that. So I've already told you guys, don't let people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. Get up out of there. If you find someone comes into your space, into your lounge, to cause misery, confusion, get them up out of there. Get them out of there. You gotta let them. You gotta let them get up out of there. You gotta make them leave. Make them leave. Make them leave. Especially during this holiday season. I mean, at any time, but especially during this holiday season, where you're trying to be happy and jolly and, have good vibes. So that goes for any time, but especially now. And especially for those who are going through, depression or sadness of some form. We ain't got time for that foolishness. People invite you over there, like I tell y'all all the time, have you watching the TV, giving you snacks, nice drinks. Everything is good. Next thing you know, they come up out that thing, unzipping. You're like, what's going on here? It's like watching somebody turn into a whole different animal. Turn into the Incredible Hulk or something. Turn into the devil. Turn into the Grinch. They unzip that outer layer. That was a sheep. And they exposed the wolf. So all this time you've been dealing with the wolf in sheep's clothing. So yeah. Don't let them bother you like that. They're going to try. They're going to do it. And sometimes they'll be successful. We're human. Sometimes people will make you come out of a box that you don't want to come out of. Just like I'm sure we've made people come out of boxes that they didn't want to come out of, right? You've made your parents come out of a box they didn't want to come out of, your grandparents, your aunties, your siblings, your friends, your cousins, people you don't know, truly know. So, sometimes people will come out of a box on you and you be like, nah, let me get out of this lounge. Because they may not be miserable. Believe it or not, a lot of times when people want you to be miserable, they're not miserable. They just get happiness out of seeing somebody else be miserable. Yep, they do. They find happiness in seeing someone else be miserable. So we're what? We're 10 minutes. It's like, been on here 50 minutes. So we're just going to walk, y'all. We're just going to walk. If somebody new comes into the chat, we can talk. We can talk as we walk, because that's the purpose over here, to walk and talk. But sometimes you just want to walk. Sometimes you just want to walk. And that's okay. Sometimes you don't feel up to talking. Sometimes you don't like talking. And sometimes maybe you're just not to that point where you can walk and talk. Right? But you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there if that's your goal. But, walking and talking may not be your goal. Just the movement itself may be your goal. And that's why we say to keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. As you move, keep your head on a swivel. Watch your surroundings, okay? Keep your head on a swivel and watch your surroundings. Pay attention to what you're doing. And remember, this channel is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. The things that work for me may not work for you. The things that you drop down in the comment that work for you may not work for me. But I might be able to take some of those nuggets that you drop, and they may be able to work for someone else. The nuggets that I drop, you guys may be able to take them and they work for you, and if not, maybe they work for someone else. Your sibling, your parents, your children, your neighbor, your classmate, your co-worker, the lady in the local Walmart with you. Okay? And same for me. You guys drop nuggets and educate as well. But what we have to realize about online education is that there are a lot of times when information works for the general public, or the general population or the majority, and sometimes only the minority. So there's going to be somebody probably really similar to you as far as what works and what doesn't. But we have to be mindful of what we tell people, okay? Hence that professional and personalized disclaimer. Over here in Lions Pride, I do not professionally, medically, clinically, okay, assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. We just dropped nuggets over here. Hold on, y'all. Okay, they're playing some nice holiday music, but it was kind of loud, and so I don't want them to say anything about it. So we drop nuggets over here, y'all. We do. That's what we do. And hopefully those nuggets will work for you or someone that you know and love. Always, always pay close attention to what your doctor tells you. Follow their instructions. And what? Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Just because person A does this, that, and the other, and it works for them, doesn't mean that this, that, and the other will work for you. Okay? That this and the other may work for you. Right? It may work in a different order, or it may be something totally different altogether. So be mindful of the things that you say when you're online, right? Copyright 107, that's what that's for. You know, doesn't mean that you still can't get in trouble. So many people think that just because they say that or flash that, I'm like, do y'all ever listen to case law? Like, do y'all ever listen to lawsuits? Or what I find is people only pay attention to the lawsuits that represent the things that they would like to do. You know, like when someone's getting sued for something, especially celebrities or online about online stuff, what I've noticed is that people don't pay attention to those suits unless it's a suit that goes in the way that they would like. So you have to be careful about the things that you say when you're dropping and delivering messages, content to the masses. Copyright 107 isn't like the golden the golden standard in court, right? It won't get you out of everything that you get into. It won't. That's just the truth. Common sense will tell people that, but sometimes because people are so intent and just set on doing what they want to do, the only laws that they pay attention to are the ones that will help them get by with doing what they do. So you have to be mindful of the messages and the nuggets and the information that you drop, right? Whether there's one person in the chat, 10 people in the chat, that doesn't matter because you never know who will catch a little bit of it later in a replay. You'll never know, and that person may catch it, and they may have a bigger platform and disseminate it to other people. Now, if they do that, that's on them. But still, each individual should be very, very mindful of the things that they tell people to do and say. So I will never tell you that anything that I do and say will absolutely work for you. I will tell you to take the nuggets that we drop, research them through reputable sources, okay? Through reputable sources, take that information and knowledge that you get, that you obtain, take it to your healthcare provider, and you guys can figure out what will work for you. You can figure out what will work for you. So we have 4.5 minutes. I'll say 6.5 minutes. We're just gonna walk. If you come through, I appreciate you. If I look down and see you, I'm gonna acknowledge you. And I'm gonna thank you for coming through because you could have been anywhere and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. So I appreciate the subscribers, I appreciate the content creators, and YouTube, I appreciate you. It's so funny. I've gotten somebody else to just saying that. And they can say as they will or say what they want. But yeah, I got them to saying that. Y'all, that shoestring that held on to that Velcro, it ain't holding on. It's no longer holding on. So we gotta make a pit stop. And we gotta tie this shit. We gotta make a pit stop and we gotta tie that Shoot. See, it hasn't, we're coming up right up on an hour. So yeah, I definitely got started. I got started maybe in like a couple of hours, like an hour and a half later. I have been doing good, getting up earlier, going to work earlier, so I've been able to walk out here in Lion's Pride, and we talk and walk and talk earlier. But today, it got dark on us, and that's okay, because we know where we are. You know where we are. But you still have to be mindful, you guys. Be mindful and be careful, because it is dark. Hold on, y'all. That was so loud. That was so loud. That was worse than music. That was worse than the loud music. So we're just walking. We're just walking in the dark. And remember, there are correct ways to walk, especially if you have certain joint issues. Okay? There are much better ways to walk than just most likely better than the way you grew up walking. Okay? Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with the way you walk, but if you are having certain types of issues, sometimes you have to even adjust things like the way you walk. You got to walk a little bit differently from what you learned, from what you've been doing since you were, maybe 10 months old, when you first started trying. Now, what y'all see that? When that happened, doggone, I made a pit stop to tie the shoe, okay? And then the next one decides, after walking a few steps, it wants to come loose. So we got to make another pit stop. That's okay. We're not in a hurry. Like I say a lot of times, stop being in a hurry. Stop rushing time. Stop being in such a hurry. Stop rushing time. Stop rushing time. Soak up each day of the week. Enjoy each day of the week. Enjoy Monday just the same way you enjoy Friday. You know, I know Friday, you're looking for that time to relax over the weekend. But think about the people who work on the weekends. Their off days are through the week. So, yeah, we know the weekend is the weekend. You want to get it in, you want to have a good time, you want to enjoy. But slow down. Take some deep breaths in and out. In and out. Again, in and out. Hold that head over to the right. Take your right hand, put it against the left side of your head, and apply just a slight bit of pressure and get you a stretch in that neck, that left side of that neck and that left shoulder. Do that for like 5 seconds. Pull that head back up. Drop that head over to the left side. Put that left hand on the right side of that head. Get you a good stretch for about 5 seconds in that neck and shoulder. Roll those shoulders forward. Roll those shoulders forward. Roll those shoulders backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? All right? Roll those arms. Be careful with the extension of your arms. You don't want to go too high, too fast, because you don't want to pull anything, right? Just circular motions. Circular motions. 3, 4, and 5. Hold that waist. Drop those arms to the side. Put those hands on their waist. And turn to the left. Turn to the right. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Put your hand against the wall if you have one, or hold on to a chair with your left hand. Take that right hand and pull that knee up and get a good stretch in that hip. And do the same for the opposite leg. Get a good stretch in that hip. Once you've done that, hold on to that chair or that wall and take one leg, pull it up and back, and get a stretch in that calf. Get a stretch in that calf. Pull it up, put it down, put that other leg back, and get a stretch in that calf. Get a stretch in that calf. Pull it up, just move, move. Cool, you're cooling down. You're just cooling down. You're getting a mild overall stretch, okay? A mild overall stretch. Hold on to that wall of that chair, extend that foot, point and flex, point and flex, and make circles. Draw a circle. Think of your big toe as the pencil and draw a circle. All right? And do the same with the other leg. And do the same with the other leg. Do the same with the other leg. You've just done a really quick overall stretch from head to toe, right? I say the only part we didn't really focus on was the back. And when we did that, when we pulled those knees up to our stomach, we touched on the lower back. We touched on that hip and lower back area. Be careful with what you do. You don't always have to go through the full range of motion when you're doing your exercises. It is best to go through the full range of motion, but if you have a health reason that you shouldn't, then don't. Do what you can. Do what you can. Do what you can. Don't overdo it. Work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. And it's an hour and 3 minutes. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We already said what we say. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. Remember, we want to start with stretching, end with stretching. And if you need to, stretch throughout your routine, your exercise, whatever it is that you call it, your workout, okay? Okay? You guys know that I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity. And just because your peace is not somebody else's peace, don't let them fool you into thinking that your peace is not peace. Okay? Just because your peace is not somebody else's peace, don't let them fool you into thinking that you don't have peace. You aren't peaceful, right? Because sometimes people feel like if you don't march to their tune, that you're not marching right. Okay? So make sure that you have your own peace. So I wish you peace, because without peace, there's chaos. I wish you positivity. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity roam, live, breed, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Don't allow anyone to prevent you from prospering to your fullest potential. And if someone does happen to somehow prevent that, get back on your mission. Get back on your peaceful mission, your peaceful journey, or whatever it is that you're on. But just make sure that it involves peace. Make sure that it involves peace. Okay, y'all. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. Bye, y'all.